Stars versus Predators. It's been a great fucking series. Oh, Matt Zuccarello.
You guys, I'm rooting for the Stars because of him. I'm rooting for the Stars and the Jets right now.
You want the Stars because you're gonna get extra fucking picks.
Oh, you're goddamn right, but I also love Zuccarello, and
I'm sorry, not extra picks, better picks.
Yeah, it becomes a first rounder. The Stars are really fun to watch. This series has been great, except for last game, which was over in the first 5-10 minutes. Pekkarin gave up 4 goals on 8 shots and then was pulled. And then their other goalie, I think, gave up just 1 goal the rest of the game, right?
Yeah, only one.
I mean, Zook and your starting 2 lines got a whole bunch of rest. So, that's advantageous for next game because they'll be super fresh.
Which is going to be great because I love Jamie Benn. He's a great player. I'm super pumped for Zook. But in my opinion, this team runs on Seguin, who, surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, has won a Stanley Cup Finals, knows what it means to be in the playoffs. So giving him a team that defensively is a fucking powerhouse, a team that is just littered with talent. You've got Jamie Benn, you've got Alexander Radulov, you've got Radek Faksa, you got Zook, you got Seguin, you've got all these fucking, going back to the young kids that I was talking about with so many other people. Like, who the fuck are half of these people who are scoring goals? You got Hintz. Fucking Hintz.
Hintz has been great for you guys. Hintz has been, he's been, I think Subban tried to go after him last game because he was just dominating. So he's got to keep his head on a swivel because I think that's going to keep happening. They're going to be looking to shake him up with a few big rattling hits to throw him off his game. So he better keep his head on a swivel. But he's just got to keep playing hockey because he's playing lights out.
Yeah. So the thing that I like but also disturbs me about what happened in that last game between the Stars and the Predators is that 3 of the 5 goals came off the power play. But that's only going to get you so far. The Predators play physical.
You take away all those goals, and you guys still won. So.
Right, no. I'm saying, what's going to happen when you play a team that can score at will? Because the Predators, they can't. They're good.
The Predators are still a good team. And I don't think you're going to have many teams that can score at will against anyone in these playoffs, and especially against what's his nickname?
Bill Knight.
Bill Knight, sure. I don't think you're going to see anyone that can score at will on him. He is playing really well.
Plus, the team defensive effort is just it's insane.
It's excellent. It's excellent D. And he let one through. Like, I think you guys should have won game 3. I think you had more shots, and you looked like you were dominating. He let one through that he shouldn't have. But that it happens. Goalies have off nights. Obviously, Pekkarin had a terrible night.
You mean?
But I don't. That means.
Do you mean game 2, the overtime game? Because he saved 42 fucking shots.
It was either game 2 or game 3 that you guys lost by, I think, 1, and I thought, based on what I was watching in the game, that you guys should have won, but one leaked through. It got partially blocked and still snuck through.
That was game 2, the game that went to overtime. It was Boyle who snuck it in past Bill Knight late in the game to tie it. I believe that's what you're referring to. But yeah, game 2. So far, all the games except for last night's have been really close.
Yeah, and Pekka had an off night. I think he's still gonna start the next game. I would be putting him in. It happens on occasion that goalies just have off nights. I think he'll be fine, and I think this is still anyone's series. It's still very good hockey and fun to watch. And
I hope he's not fine. I hope he's mentally fucked up from this.
I'm sure you do.
No, I don't hope for mental illness. I mean, hopefully, hopefully the Stars get in his head, score one of them 15-second goals, and just it spirals from there, and he loses confidence. That's what I hope.
just for this season, though.
Yeah, just for this season, and until the next time the Stars play them.
Right.
So, anyways, I'm excited. Next game does go back to Nashville, but the Stars get at least one more game at home. I love watching Stars home hockey, especially the beginning, because during the national anthem, anytime the word "star" is said, the crowd screams "Stars," which is, I think, it's fun. I think it's a fun little thing.
Knights do that too.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I think Stanley Cup champs are coming from this game. If the Stars win it, I think they win it all. If the Predators win it, I think they win it all.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's just my prediction.
All right.
I honestly have no idea. I thought I had a good idea on who the top teams were this season, and I clearly don't. So I'm just ready to watch and see what magic happens.
Spectate.
I mean, the reason I'm saying that is because the two most balanced teams, for the most part, in terms of defense and offense, are coming out of this game, or out of this series. You're not going to find another team that plays as good a defense as the Stars have been playing in this series.
I don't know. Playoff hockey.
You're right. Playoff hockey.
Like that.
All right. So I think that we're going to put that to bed.
Go Stars.
Go Stars. We got a couple of other things to talk about quick, and then we're gonna head out. I got some hot takes for you guys.
I have one too.
Yeah.
I told you earlier.
Dan Beebe, we'll start with your hot take. What's your hot take?
Tim Tebow comes back from the farm system to the Mets and wins the World Series.
Woo! If that's not the hottest take I've ever heard, then I must be deaf.
Not cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what hot is.
Dan O'Shea, do you have a hot take? I have 4 of them.
Hot take. Boston Red Sox are terrible. That one's for Tony.
Oh, Tone.
Gutted.
Tony. Well, that's not a hot take. That's just straight up fact.
Yeah, the
Lost
Yankees.
2 in a row to the Yankees. I don't even watch baseball. But
weren't they swept? Wasn't it 3 in a row?
Was it 3? I just know the last 2. Some of my friends from school are big Yankees fans, so they've been talking about it.
Ah.
Sox and Yankees battle for the basement.
Yeah, battle for the basement, exactly.
Actually, for shits and giggles, let's just look at the AL East. I know it's early, but let's see here.
Yeah, you pull that up, and I'm going to give my 4 hot takes. Number 1, the Warriors are not going to win the finals.
It's probably pretty true.
I mean,
well, if they don't stay healthy.
It's a hot take, but it's not that hot because, the Warriors should be dominating the Clippers like the like the Bucks are dominating the Pistons because, let's face it, the Clippers are better than the Pistons by a decent chunk. But they cannot let a 30-point advantage. You can't do that. Like, I get it, you're comfortably ahead, but it's the playoffs. Like, do not take anything for granted. And now, they potentially lost Boogie Cousins. I don't know what the status is currently on his injury, but I heard it was partially torn quad or something like that. So, he could very well be done for the season. So
could be done for his career.
Shit.
Maybe. He gets hurt. He gets hurt a lot. But yeah, they suddenly don't look as unstoppable as they did.
Exactly.
Yankees are 8-9 in second place.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. The records: Tampa Bay 14-4, Yankees 8-9, Toronto Blue Jays 8-12, Baltimore Orioles 7-12, Red Sox 6-13.
I guess the Rays are just going.
Oh my God. That's awful.
That sounds like, what was it? That's more like the Central last year.
Yeah, that was bad.
Just a freaking pile of shit.
Yeah. Anyways, hot take number 2. The Islanders are going to win it all.
No.
Here's why I'm saying that.
But I'm scared of that.
Who is the one team, and I mentioned this earlier, that is so consistently good that if you want to win it, you have to go through them? The Pittsburgh Penguins. And guess what? Not only did they beat the Penguins, they fucking swept the Penguins.
That's nice, but they still got to get through the rest of it. And with that, you might as well be saying that the Mets are going to win the World Series.
Well, they do have to get through the rest of it.
Have a very good.
They have one of the
hockey. They've won it
like 4 times. Right?
They've got some.
Their goalie is in the conversation for best goalie this season. So
yeah, no, Islanders are scary. I hate them, and I want them to lose as soon as possible. That being said, it would be fun to watch them and Columbus, because Columbus is playing out of their mind right now. So that could be a really fun series. But I think in order for that to happen, they're not playing each other next. They're playing the winners. I believe Islanders play the winners of Caps Canes. I believe Columbus plays the winners of what's the other series? Leafs Bruins. So if Boston wins, definitely want Columbus. If Toronto wins, I still kind of want Columbus because they're a fun story. I want whoever wins Caps Canes to advance over the Islanders because screw the Islanders. But it would be really fun to watch the Islanders in Columbus.
It would be. Hot take number 3. The Tampa Bay Lightning's success this season was entirely a fluke.
Seems that way.
No.
This is why it's a hot take.
Yeah. They got completely outcoached too. Which is weird when you're that good in the regular season to just lose everything. So I think they're going to come back strong next season. There's too much talent for them not to.
Well, I mean, you know what they say, right? Once a Ranger, always a Ranger.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyways.
But they are going to get so roasted that they are either going to just explode, or they are going to come next season and have a huge chip on their shoulder, and you're not going to see this kind of collapse again from them.
Well, what are the chances? Sorry, go on.
I'm betting that they are very good next season and make it deep into the playoffs.
Okay, what are the chances that after this monumental fuck up,